Hey, we back with another banger video. Well, I really don't know if it's a banger because this is my first time watching it with y'all. But all I know is she from New York, and I feel like New York people always, I just like their accent. You know what I'm saying? So I want to hear her tell this story. But I think it's gonna be a good one. And she got 800 some likes on the video. Pretty good. So hey, we're gonna see what she's talking about. But y'all go grab y'all some water, whatever it is y'all doing. Y'all watch my videos. Come and rock with your boy. You feel me? Like I said, road to 1 million subs, man. I can't wait to the day where I'll be sitting up here telling y'all, hey, we just hit 1 million subs. If you got a dream, if you got goals, if you got aspirations, go after them, man. Go, hey, every single day. Put pressure on it and watch it happen for you. You feel me? But hey, let's get to the video, fam.
Moved into my first apartment and it turned out to be haunted. Now, this story took place in Brooklyn, New York, 2010. Typical time when I wanted to move out my mom's house and I was like ready to get my own place. So boom, I gave the landlord a call and we decided to meet up to view the apartment. So, okay, so he shot me the address and I got there before him. So now I'm just waiting out the building for him and waiting for him to arrive. And that's the time I'm waiting for him to arrive, I've noticed there's a lot of cats in the neighborhood. Now, I didn't think nothing of it until two cats come around and just started fighting in front of me out of nowhere. Now, mind you, I got a thing for cats. For some reason, ever since I was a kid, cats will arrive in strange current events. Mind you, these cats are fighting tooth and nail in front of me. Okay, and I didn't think nothing of it because I'm so excited. I'm about to get my keys into my first apartment. Like, I'm not even thinking, yo, this is like a red flag here. So anyway.
Wait, but in the north, for some reason, I feel like, because every place that I feel like I stayed in besides my own home, well, which my TV cut on by itself one time, which I got on camera. Hopefully I can find that video. I got on camera. One of the videos, y'all probably saw it. But a lot of these houses be haunted out here. I stayed with my cousin. I stayed with my other homeboy for a minute, and both of the houses was haunted, bro. Straight up.
The landlord finally arrives, and I'm not thinking nothing about the cats, whatever. So we go inside, we view the apartment. I loved it. Everything is legit. He said I could move in the first. Great. The first weekend, nothing. I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't get a chance to fill into an apartment because, you know, you're excited. Your adrenaline is up. Now, the second week, that's when the strangest shit started to happen. Now, my first strange encounter was I was in my bedroom sitting down and I started hearing footsteps coming from my hallway. Now, I'm peeking, I'm looking. I'm thinking to myself, man, I live on the first floor. And this is the type of building that, like, you could literally see people walking by, like, the front window because I'm in the first floor or whatever. So if you push the curtains, you could actually see, like, the sidewalk and stuff. So I didn't think nothing strange of it. I'm just thinking it's people until the second encounter when I was in the bathroom. I was in the shower and I heard footsteps now a little bit closer behind my bathroom door. Now I stopped everything. I'm like, okay, this is a little freaking. This is freaking me out. This is not coming from upstairs. I peeked out the bathroom. I looked around, didn't see anybody. So I kind of like shook that off a little bit. I mean, I find it a little strange, but I encountered some strange shit in my life, so I didn't really like think heavy of it until the third week. Now I come home from work, I wanted to wash my hair, and as you're washing your hair, you know, when you got your eyes closed, the soap is in your eyes, and, you know, a little intrusive thought starts to pop up in your head. Now, mind you, I'm alone. You know what I'm saying? My first time being alone by myself, everything seems a little bit, you know, eerie and scary because you're by yourself. Now, as I'm washing my hair, I have this strange, eerie feeling that someone is standing next to me. Like, I can literally feel a presence standing next to me. Now, mind you, I'm a very intuitive person. I could see, smell, hear energy like no other. So I'm washing my hair real quick, trying to peek and open my eyes like, okay, yo, who the fuck is standing in front of me? I look over, I look around. I don't see anyone, but I do feel a fucking presence. Now, my big mistake was I didn't cleanse the place. I didn't cleanse the apartment. That was my bad. So I hit my mom up and I told her what's going on. And she's looking at me like, so you need to tell me you moved into this place without cleansing it? She's like, you're supposed to remove whatever energy, whatever presence that was there. You got to move it out to make sure that, your energy is there and, everything is good. I'm like, yeah, I know, Mom, but I didn't get a chance to do that.
Wait, hold up. I think, bro, it is true. You got to be careful who you let in your house. No lie. Not too long ago, I went on vacation. I came back. I don't want to say it because that person might be watching. But like I say, don't be letting anybody move in your house because they be bringing stuff into your home. That's all I'm gonna say. You feel me? Make sure you know that person's spirit before you let them stay there.
Can you come through and do it for me? She said, I don't got time. I'll do it like, the following week when I get the chance and come around. I'm like, all right, boom. Now, this is when it started to get a little bit more strange. I'm heading to sleep the following night, and my TV just popped, it just turned on. So I'm like, all right, hold on a second. My television is just turned on by itself. Now I'm starting to freak out. Now I'm looking around to see if I sat on the remote or something. I'm like, maybe it was just me. And I'm like, nah, my remote control is across from me. So, yeah. So now I'm starting to feel like, okay, yeah, there's definitely someone in this household, a spirit walking around. So I called my mom again, and I was like, Ma, I feel like you need to come here ASAP. You know what I'm saying? And cleanse the space for me because, yeah, there's something going on. Now, mind you, I didn't want to move out. This is my first place. I wasn't trying to move back to my mom's, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, as soon as she cleans this place and everything is good, then, I could go about my business. Nah, it didn't happen like that. So at the time being, my mom told me to just sage the place and stuff like that until it's, it's time.
You don't go get sage. You can't fight evil with evil. What is smoke gonna do? The spirit literally looking at you like laughing. If you're gonna cleanse it, you gotta go get the word of God, Jesus Christ. Y'all go and get some sage. It's not finna work. The spirit literally looking at you laughing. Y'all go get y'all little crystals. He laughing at y'all. Ain't no crystal finna do nothing. You hear? Or no sage.
For her to come and bless the whole entire apartment and to get rid of whatever lingering spirit that was there. I did that. It worked for a few days, maybe like a week or whatever, until the following week later, it started happening again. Now, this time, it got a little bit more stranger. And so anyway, as I'm sleeping, I could feel a presence standing in front of me. And now I'm like, okay, now I can't sleep. Because I'm opening my eyes and I'm like, I feel a presence in front of me. I toss and turn. I try to fall asleep. My alarm finally goes off. And I'm trying to open my eyes. And as I'm trying to open my eyes, I go into a deep sleep paralysis. Now, this is the part when it gets scary. As I'm trying to get up from this sleep paralysis, I felt a heavy presence jump over me and landed on my bed. My bed actually shook. It bounced up and down. Now, mind you, I can't fucking move. I'm fighting for my life trying to get up. And I'm panicking. Now, I go into this deep trance sleep. And as I'm in a deep trance sleep, I noticed that I'm in a vivid, crazy dream. And I'm like, okay, I'm going through a sleep paralysis. I felt like it was a dream, but it wasn't. It was me, my spirit, really walking around the house as I was still asleep. It was kind of like an out-of-body experience. Now, I'm walking around my apartment, and my apartment seems a little tad bit old. It's not how I viewed it, not how I decorated. I felt like I went back in time of when this apartment was first built. I noticed weird furniture, old furniture, even a gas lamp or whatever. And I noticed that it was sunny outside, but when I opened the door, it was dark. Now, I don't know what was going on between the times or whatever realms that I was in, but I know my body shot back. I shot back into my body. I popped up and jumped up from the sleep paralysis, whatever. I forgot to mention that I was saying the prayer at the time, and I got up immediately. Now, at that time, I put my clothes on and I went straight to my mom's house. I was like, no, I'm not having this shit. I went to my mom. I even called out that day from work. I went to my mom. I was like, Mom, you need to come to my house immediately. Okay? This is what happened. This is what's going on. And she was like, oh, you sure it's not a known present, spirit that I'm familiar with. And I'm like, no, this is not family. This is not a close relative. This is somebody else. Now, my mom looked at me and was like, oh no. So she went and got some few, spiritual items for me, to cleanse the house, some prayers and stuff like that. And she said, as soon as you walk into your apartment, this is what you're going to do. She came afterwards, but, she helped me cleanse the place up and everything. But the strange thing I forgot to mention, every time I encountered this spirit, the cat that was in front, from the beginning of the story, it was a brown cat, was always by my windowsill, my bedroom windowsill. Like, I could be literally sleeping and I'll open and I would look at my window in my bedroom and see the cat on the windowsill, because again, I'm on the first floor. So anyway, fast forward, we cleansed the apartment and we got rid of whatever lingering spirit that was there. Because at this time, the energy was just getting thicker and thicker, and I didn't want it to get any worse. You know what I'm saying? And when you encounter something like that, you definitely want to handle it ASAP. So this right here is a period of 3 freaking weeks. But shortly after, like 2 months or 3 months after, it was like 3 months afterwards, I decided to fucking find another place. Because at that time, it was other things that I was encountering, like, rodents, water damage. It's kind of like, at that time, I just felt like my spirit team was just basically pushing me out that apartment. They didn't want me there at all. The cats would still arrive, started arriving even more. I will come home from work and there'll be cats like near my door or cats near my windowsill outside. I just got this eerie feeling of they just wanted me to fuck out. So yeah, I got out of there. They shoved me out of there. My spirit team got me out of there. And I ended up finding a better apartment that wasn't haunted. So yeah, that's my spooky story. Story time of when.
But in New York, Virginia, you got a lot of old structures. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of haunted places out there. New York, Virginia, California. I'll tell you about some experience I had in California. Now, sleep paralysis, it's a spiritual aspect to sleep paralysis, and whatever you call it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Now, I'm gonna tell you, when I was in California, it's around COVID time. At this time, I'm with my wife, so I stayed in I had like 6 months to go in California before I came. I had just bought my home in Virginia, so my wife was staying in Virginia, so we were separated for almost a year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in California. You feel me? And it's COVID, so I barely left out of the house. So obviously my wife ain't there. You feel me? My wife not there, so I don't cheat on my wife. I know this is gonna be kind of vulgar, but it's just the truth. So obviously, I'm watching corn. You feel me? Like majority of the time watching corn, at that time I'm going crazy. You feel me? But I learned also that corn, it also opened up portals to the spiritual realm. So this experience was kind of crazy. So one night I used to have sleep paralysis like almost every other night in California, bro. I don't know. It's just evil. It's something in the air. That's why I just can't live in California. It's evil out there. But one day I had the sleep paralysis, right? Now tell me why I wake up and this is female on top of me. I got it. Now the female she was dark skinned. She wasn't an ugly female, but she was just like trying to like jack me off, like super aggressive though. And I'm feeling like uncomfortable. So I'm like, what's going on? So I started to say, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. That, I swear, she disappeared. So I feel like when you having like wet dreams and stuff like that, that's spiritual. I feel like some people, I think they call it succubus or something like that. Anytime that happens, you don't let it happen. Say Jesus or whatnot, let it go. You feel me? Because I feel like she came, and I feel like that came as a result of corn. You know what I'm saying? And that made me look at corn a lot differently. Not saying I didn't struggle after that, but many of us men, we got our struggles. That was one of mine, especially when my wife went around. I'm sorry, like I was on that. You feel me? And I'm man enough to admit it. But But yeah, so y'all be careful with that, man. We all got our issues. God to help us with our issues. Sometimes we harder on ourselves than God is with our issues. But yeah, that's a crazy story I had from back. And I remember that like it was yesterday, bro. Like, no lie. But yeah, y'all tell me what y'all think about that video in the comments, man. See you guys next video. Always remember, be safe with the kings and queens. Let's get it.